Alright, good morning, guys. I get some months. Today is a very special day. As you can tell, it's really dark. It is currently 4:04 in the morning. So sorry if I'm being a little quiet, but you know, I'm tracking it through my neighborhood and leaving right now. Today we are going out on a charter. We are going out on a, I want to say it's called the Takamaru. So this charter is pretty hard to get on. He's friends with a lot of the promoters, and he only takes out so many people a year. But when he does, just be prepared. So I have two poles set up. I have all my jigs, and I have some, when I say all my jigs, I have my heavy duty setups. 300 gram, 200 gram, because we are going to fish off of Iki Islands in between Kyushu and Iki, and then between Iki, beyond that is South Korea. So we're going in some deep water, like 1,000 meters. I'm not even joking. With this some serious depth to where we're going. But last time we went out there, super fun. A lot of us weren't prepared, so a lot of us didn't catch anything but like mahi. But those who did bring up, set up, brought home like 15, 20 tuna. That's what he's really known for. He was showing us pictures via the chat 2 days ago, because yesterday it just torrentially downpoured and way too windy, so he didn't go out. But on Sunday, he brought home 38 yellows, kingfish, and one of them was 41 kilos, I do believe. I'm trying to remember, but literally the size of a man, Japanese man. So that's pretty crazy, pretty crazy. But yeah, we're looking to get some good sized donkeys here. Sorry, I almost took out like a delivery did. But yeah, let's jump on the road here. I'm gonna stop quickly at 7, grab some breakfast, because it's gonna be a long day. But yeah, let's go. So our ship departed closely after 5 a.m., which is pretty early. Everyone was hurting a little bit, but as soon as the ship starts going, you get into open waters, that adrenaline really starts hitting. So this is some of the footage here of making our way out of the bay from the Sazes area into the greater Hirado area as we come under the Hirado Bridge. So we're going to shoot through this bridge area, and then we're going to come above Hirado into the East China Sea, and then eventually make our way off the coast of Iki Island, which is approximately a 2-hour run. It's pretty long for a charter here in Japan. One thing I wanted to point out, and I took some footage of. So in my other videos, I've talked about offshore, where you can take a charter and they'll drop you off on an island for 24, 12, 8 hours, whatever you really want. So this company here that I'm taking footage of, this is where all those charters are based out of. You can go there, you can schedule your trip, meet there at the designated time, and then they will take you where you need to be, give you food, whatever, and then bring you back to that destination. Really cool. They even have a little shrine so you can say, you know, I hope I come back in one piece. So let's talk some basics about charters here in Japan. Charters compared to the States, Japan charters are extremely inexpensive. A stereotypical charter out of Nagasaki costs anywhere from 8,000 to 15,000 yen, which is roughly under $100. Most of the ones I do are 10,000, which is $73 currently with the exchange rate. This charter here is a little more pricey at 18 because it goes so far and so deep, but it is definitely worth it. So at this point, we're exactly where we need to be. A lot of other charters are starting to pop up in the neighborhoods area. So we know we were in the right area. The depth has gone from 500 meters, which is crazy, up to about 100 meters. We're seeing a lot of kingfish and other fish on the surface.
Can't tell when I hit bottom.
So for the majority of this episode, I'm going to play the raw, unedited footage from me fishing out in open water. The technique for fishing in deep water, especially the style that I'm doing, which is metal jigging, is you're going to let your jig fall to the appropriate level. Most of the fish that we were targeting were on the bottom. So I'm going to let it go all the way to the bottom, and then I'm going to jerk my rod up and reel once. By doing that method extremely quickly, you can imitate a fleeing target fish or something that's injured, which is almost going to instantly get a bite if there's fish in your immediate area. The majority of the fish that we're on are told to us by the captain at what level they're going to be. So you have to really understand your Japanese numbers, such as Ju, which is 10 meters, Niju, Sunju, Youngju, Goju, Rockju, etc. Basically naming off at meter mark 10, 20, 30, 40 where your exact school of fish is. It's quite interesting, and it's a good way to learn Japanese. If you watch here, this next method that I use, especially at the bottom, with 3 to 5 large strokes, it's a really good method for using, especially with mahi, aka snapper. So let's talk about gear setup. So for this trip, I took 2 rods, basically 2 sets of. On my first one, the majority of the time that I was using was a spinning reel, which is my 8,000 high speed called Dina reel. I have it stringed up with 3 PE, which is 37-pound test. It's not that much, right? And
wonder if
then
he's
my
dropping
leader
like live
is
squid.
80
Like
to
how he's catching.
and then tapered to 100. The type of setup you'll see at the end of the video, I actually don't tie my knots. I have metal clamps set up with a rubber spacer so that my jig doesn't rub up against the line, especially when I do get a hit and get a fish and there's an intense amount of rubbing on the line. As for my rod, I'm using my Shimano Grappler BB jigging series. This type of rod can hold up to 250 grams of jig weight, which is pretty good for this. At minimum, you want to be 200 grams, which as you can tell from most of this video, I can only let it hit the bottom about twice, and then I have to reel it to the top and reset because the drift here is quite intense. So anything above 200 is okay. Something in the 230, 240 range is perfect, especially for this type of fishing. My other rod setup is a traditional reel, which on that series I have a Shimano Conquest, which isn't usually used for this type of deep water, so I tried to actually minimize my use on it since it was just killing my hand trying to reel up that far. But on that setup I have 2 PE, which is even less than 30 pounds, and I was trying to do a slow pitch on it. But unfortunately, due to the current, it's not the best when there's high current. You want something that's a little less, and you can almost maintain a vertical setup. The rod for that is my Shimano BB Slow Pitch series, which can only use up to 200 grams. So, unfortunately, wasn't the best setup to bring. Later in the video, I don't think I really got much footage of it, but there was one guy with a casting rod, and he was literally just bringing in tuna after tuna. So definitely next time I'm bringing my casting setup.
So I always think about that little bluefin that you got. That would have been so good though.
That would have been good to eat.
Yeah.
Just too small.
Yeah. So I can put this in the aquarium.
Go boys and girls! Woo!
Huh?
Thought I had a little.
Let it go for like 5 seconds and then rip it again.
Felt like something bumped it.
Probably did.
Nothing yet? Come on, lady love. Charlie's got the grip of the
So as you're about to see the setup for this jig, this is an MC Works 200 gram with a glow eye on there. And on my hook, I've actually put a plastic glow squid. For some reason, a lot of the Japanese have it, so when in Rome.
With those? Yeah. What about for this?
No, that's too much. You sit down to like each lane, like the middle.
Okay.
So you stop the fish roll, you take it. Boom.
Okay, then you have to put it
Fish, baby! Bring one in, boy!
Come on, MC Works. Don't film me now.
What's that?
Come on, MC Works. Don't film me now.
Hey, Ryan, you got your zip tie?
So in the background, you can hear me
Oh
talking
yeah, you
about
guys
zip
got
ties.
colors in this?
Yeah.
A common practice here
I
in
didn't know if
Japan
Captain has
is to
one.
bring
Picked up, like,
a specific color or a couple colors that you have to identify the fish that you catch if you intend to keep them. So
Yeah,
I
I got some
usually
in
bring
the
blue
box.
and pink.
Okay, cool.
Not many guys
Yeah,
use
right.
pink, so kind of makes sense. But it's a good practice. I would definitely recommend it if for anyone that goes out on charters.
Give him a big kiss. Give him a kiss, Ryan. Ryan, put your tongue in his mouth.
He gonna smack you. Whack.
Alright, Howard.
But what color was his jig? Just silver?
What color is this? Hey Ryan, what color is your jig?
The same as yours.
Blue and silver?
Yeah. With a tiny bit of pink, I think.
Okay. Riley, 49 more for you.
We got 6 freezers. We got to fill, boys and girls.
As you can hear there, the captain's announcing to us that at 50 meters, there's
50 meters,
fish.
Riley? 50 meters.
So on spinning rods, there's an easy way to adjust where your
Yeah.
lure is. Every 10 meters, the color of your line actually changes.
I would've
so
laughed
you
if you
can
would've got on
indicate what depth
from
you're
doing that.
actually at.
Actually, I think I am going to bring it in so I can see what my color scheme is.
All right. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50.
So that's the announcement from the captain, telling everyone to bring their jigs up.
Reel in.
He's going to.
Reel in your spot.
At this point in the day, the weather was actually pretty nice. The waves would increase during the duration of the day.
Hi.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
No. Okay, okay. Broken.
Ah, hi. Hi.
Big size ね。
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small size.
1 meter 30.
1 meter 30.
Yeah. Maybe 20 kilo.
20 kilos.
大丈夫、今から来る。でも、本格的スタイルのナイススタイル。
Home style.
Okay.
おお、
Oh, マダイ。
まだ。
Nice.
Ah. Okay.
ベリーデリシャス。
すごいね。
はいはい。
Alright, so important rule right here is once the fish is in the net, take the bail off. Release all your slack, so that way they're not going to snap your rope. I've seen it time and time again, and actually the captains or the first mates get really mad at you. Secondly, make sure you have pliers on you, whether they're in your pocket. I always have them on like this little gun holster looking thing, and I also have on there some nail clippers so I can just snap my line real quick. But make sure you have those because you don't know what species are poisonous or have sharp teeth or you know, especially in summertime, you might get a shark or whatnot. Something that's a little different here in Japan, you're actually going to take care of your fish. So once you catch the fish, you're going to take it to the first mate. The first mate from there is going to drain the blood out of it, take care of it, throw it in the cooler, all that good stuff.
Hi.
Unfortunately, due to the wind, I got a little tangled up here, but I was able to just drop it in just a few seconds. So just be careful of that on side when you do release the bail, that you don't let all the line out and you actually put the bail back on. So as we watch me struggle, let's talk about what the type of gear that you want to wear when you go out on a charter. I like to have my stereotypical fishing boots that are waterproof. I also wear a bib that is waterproof or rubber. It actually really helps conceal the warmth in, and if you do get splashed, it just comes right off. Makes for easy cleaning when you do get home. I also like to wear long sleeve, whether it's hot or cold, because you don't want to get a nasty sunburn, and then again, you don't want to get cold. And also always make sure you have rain gear, because you never know when it's just going to start pouring in the open ocean. So as we watch me fish here, let's also talk about what to bring. My number one suggestion to anyone
Yeah, it like went slack for a second.
is make sure you have some type of anti-seasickness. Here in Japan, there is a variety of medicines, but I take a small, almost like capsule that is drinkable. It's amazing for me. Sometimes it helps people, sometimes it doesn't, but I would also recommend this if you ever get motion sickness for the Shinkansen, the bullet train. You will get seasick motion sickness on it if you've never experienced that before. Other things to bring: lots of water. Hydration is key, because whether it's cold or hot, as you can see, this is quite a workout, especially metal jigging. Lots of little snacks and things. If you do get seasick, it's best to fill your stomach full of crackers or bread. It really does help. And then, you know, maybe some headphones to listen to music. I personally don't, because I want to listen to what the captain's saying and also communicate to my friends what colors they're using, where they saw something, if they've gotten a hit. So just keep in mind all sorts of stuff to keep you occupied, as well as comfortable clothing to wear to sleep, because like I said, it's 2 hours there, 2 hours back. A lot of people just pass out.
You see anything on the radar? Oh shit.
It looks like that circle radar or something like right here on the.
As you can tell here, the waves are starting to increase and the weather's starting to turn for a little worse, but not too bad. So my buddy hooked up with something gigantic. The Japanese guy in the very front, the very first fish we brought in, actually was 21 kilos. For reference, I'm almost 200 pounds and I weigh 88 kilos, so it's quite a large fish. This fight that my buddy was working on was almost 10 minutes long, so he was utterly exhausted by the end of this.
Good sight, man.
When someone next to you or around you is on a fish, I mean hooked up with one, make sure to ask the first mate, is it okay to continue fishing? I made sure to ask before dropping, and he basically told me, yeah, it's so big and there's so much space. Go ahead.
No, that ain't no baby, bro. That ain't no baby. Keep your rod down. Keep your rod down. Parrotfish. No, no, no. It's a rockfish. Rockerfish. Yeah!
At this point, 3 people had hooked up. We were definitely on a school, so a lot of us were pretty excited.
Gambaret. Gambaret. Yeah.
Come in? Okay.
Keep it down. Keep it down. You'll break the line.
As you can tell here, it's really nice that the first mate is there trying to assist my buddy the entire fight. Because, not gonna lie, this takes a lot out of me.
He's like, I don't like that. Nice, right?
Nombre. Machi.
Alright, we're under 50.
Yeah, that thing's still pulling. About 7 minutes. Yeah.
So at this point, I'm trying to change up from a Rise Japan glow in red 225 gram squid jig to an
So sorry, buddy.
It is what it is. Gotta make sure that, you know, you're taking your time with this type of stuff. But we estimated the fish at somewhere around 20 kilos, about 120 centimeters at least.
Here, I got leader right here.
I got my stuff.
Okay. I hate that, bro.
Heard that ding, and I was like, no.
It's decent.
How close is it to coming up?
I think I'm at like 30. A lot of head shakes. I don't know if this is booty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that booty. Oh, yeah, the yellow tail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah, small. Smaller.
Hey, hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Arigato. Hi. Like 30. I just got nothing left in my tank. Okay, I see him.
Yep. Yeah.
After this last fish, I was absolutely spent. After jigging for close to 9 hours, I could barely lift my arms. And I was hurting the next.
Okay. Whoa.
So after a long day on the water, I think we had a great day all in all. I want to say we brought in close to over 20 fish. It was just a great day. I can't believe it. Once we got into port, we offloaded everything, paid our money, took some great photos of everything, and then got home and serve up some great sashimi meal. Thank you guys for watching this week's episode. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on socials. And as always, see you next time.